Hey y'all, and welcome to the Christmas side of YouTube. So I thought I'd work on my Christmas ornament. So I found some cool looking ones at Michael's. They're just little pieces of wood carved out to look like things. Now these two will be for me because I have a small tree and I only needed two. But these four will be for my mother because she really wanted me to pour her some ornaments. I had done some ornaments for a show, Brenda G Designs, and I had some paint left over in these squeeze bottles. They do not have silicone in them. So, I have, let me put this on, metallic, I'm going to try and remember these names, but basically it's a metallic blue. I believe this was a metallic purple with a little bit of white mixed into it. Gold, and I really only have a teeny tiny bit of that left. Silver, and as you can see, a teeny tiny bit of that left. Hooker green, and red. So I only have a little bit of certain things left, which is why I felt pouring in these little 1 ounce cups would be perfect. And I have plenty of white to stretch it. And because those colors do not have silicone, I want silicone in these. I'm going to do dirty pours on them all. And I'm going to add silicone into my white. Which I normally don't put silicone in my white, but I'm going to do it this time. So I have plenty of silicone in this white. I did about 3 drops the first go round and about 2 more after that. This is a lot of white. And I'm actually going to mix it in really well. This is just Artist Loft White. I always have the same mixture. The mixture is always, my mixture is always 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol, water to pouring consistency. So, what I'm going to do is, because I'm starting all of this from scratch except for my squeezy bottle, I'm going to pull a chair up. I mixed that silicone in very well in this white because I want it to incorporate into the other colors. I'm going to get my little ornaments. I'm going to pull you guys down a little bit and double check to see if I'm in frame. Okay. Sorry about the adjustment. Anyway, I'm going to try and get these knots off and take the burlap string out, and I'm going to put the burlap string aside in an empty cup and save that for after my pour. And then I'm gently going to remove the stickers, and there you have it. So I'm going to do this for all of them, and I'll probably end up speeding up this process. I just wanted to show you the preparation that I'm doing. I'm not going to gesso these. I'm just going to pour right onto them. Okay, guys. So now I have my ornaments prepared, and I'm going to go ahead and start squeezing some of this stuff into here. I'm going to start with some white, and I'm going to be putting a lot of this white in there because I put a lot of the silicone in there, and I really want it to bubble through. So, let's see. Okay. Put mine up here, and I will start on these angel wings. I don't want all my paint running away from me. So I'm just going to pour on the actual angel wing. And I'm going to use my fingers a little bit to help it along. And I'm going to use that there. Now I can remove this tape and let it drip out of the bottom. I just didn't want to lose a lot of my paint. Did I? Okay. So now I'm just making sure my sides are covered. That's really pretty. I really like that. I'm going to torch it now. And there's one. So I am going to get up. I have a place over here on some parchment paper for these to dry. So I will be taking them over there periodically. So bear with me, you guys. This is just going to be a minute. Okay. Now, next one. I don't know if I need to, I don't know if I even need to start new cups. I could just use the same one. You know, I think I want a little silver in this one. I mean, there's not a lot of silver in there. But I did want it like right next to that purple. So I think silver and purple together are amazing. And a little blue. Oops. And I'm going to end with white. Okay. Torch at the ready. Next one. Here we go. Oh, I want to do my tape trick. Don't want to lose all my paint. Here we go. Oh, that one's going to be cool looking. I really like this aqua with the purple. It's really cool. Remove the tape, put that aside, and torch it. Guys, I'm so about to get my new torch out and play with it, because this one is really starting to get like really old. Alrighty. I'm just kind of, this is a funny way to explain it, but I'm just kind of painting with my gloves. Alright, that one is done. Okay. Alright. So, let's see. Start this one off with purple, white, gold, white, want red in this one, green, now let's get one of my crunchy paint rags out. I'm starting to get all icky. Okay, that's a little better. I'm going to prepare the surface with my tape. That's good. And I'm going to flip, and this time I just kind of want to let it sit there for a second. And while I'm doing that, I can go ahead and prepare my next surface. Why not? You know, have it ready to rock and roll. There. Now that it's sat, let's see what happens. Ooh. I'm loving the red that's coming through on this. It looks very nice. I like the blue that's coming through. I really like this one. I think this one looks like Christmas. All right, moving this one along. Okay, now I think I want to do a dip on this next one. What do you guys think? Because I have plenty of paint right here on the... Plenty of paint right here to dip. And I might just dip the rest of them if this one turns out all right. I actually really do kind of like that. It looks very whimsical. So my plan after I get done with this portion, the drying portion, right? I'm going to either lightly gesso the back of these and write my business name on them, or I'm going to try and put felt on the back and kind of give it like a different look. But I think mainly I want to just gesso them. Okay, release the middle. There you go. And that one's done. That one's really pretty as well. And what I'll do is, because my back door is open and the light is coming through very well, I will bring you over here and to my drying rack, and I'll give you an up close of these bad boys when they're all done. So I just squishied this one down and pick him up. Let's see what he looks like. Not a fan of that. Not a fan at all. That did not turn out as cool as I thought it would. Well, that's why we have paint rags. And that's why this thing is wooden and I can wipe him down. Well, attempt to wipe him down a little bit, and then I will re-pour that guy. I really thought that was going to look a lot cooler than it did. Oh well. Okay. Here we go. Because this is for my tree, I'm going to primarily use the purple and the blue. Okay. I'm actually going to use that little concoction I made for this one because it's got a little more surface area. And I really want it to move. That's really pretty. I really don't want to mess with that one. pretty. Now, you know, now that I've got a different mix right here, I'm going to try that dip again. Right here. That's much prettier, I find. That looks much, much prettier. And when I torch it, it's going to look better. Yep. See, that looks much better. Never settle for what you get. Sometimes you can make something much better. Alright, there is that. Not level at all. So now, I see why. I used one of the pins right here. This is one of my, I've used this pin with resin before, so I'm going to get a new pin. Much better. Okay. So what I'm doing is, because I had so much white left over and so much color left over, I'm going to do a pour with this leftover color on a small canvas. Why not? Right now all I'm doing is flooding the canvas. I have plenty of white to do so. Okay, now I'm going to do push and pull. And then I'm going to move it. Okay. Now I'm going to torch it from up high. There's a ton of silicone in this, so my sides kind of are suffering, but it's okay because what I'm doing is I'm just going to go through and rub the sides a little bit and see what happens. So when you put a ton of silicone in your paint, like I did the white, which the white was my base, so typically I don't put silicone in my base white because it pulls away from the canvas. Okay, so I scraped that clean. This is me experimenting. This is how I experiment. I lay down this one little canvas here and I just experiment till the cows come home. And it's fine to do this. As you notice, I'm using old paint that I did not mix today. I am using paint off of my paper. I'm not just mixing up new paint because it didn't work. So now I have, because I've messed with this paint so much, I have like this powdery blue cloudy looking color, which is fine. That's kind of what I was going for. And now what I'm going to do, sometimes you get the best results when you do stuff like this. I'm going to swipe it. And see what happens. And I may swipe it back. See, that's really pretty. Swipe it this, and swipe it that way. Now I'm going to pull some of this purple into this blue. Let's just see what happens. So I'm starting to like what's going on in the canvas. I wanted a little bit of cell action there. So if you notice, I'm just kind of taking the tip of my palette knife and I'm just kind of wiggling it through some places and keeping it organic. I'm not just going swipe, 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 swipe. I'm thinking about where I want to swipe. And causing it to sell. I really love this. It's really beautiful and I really love that. But now I want to pick it up and I want to pour some of that off. If you ever have leftover paint from a pour and you need to practice your swipes, do this. Because it really does help you with your technique. Okay. Now, I do kind of like that. I don't like the sides, but I mean, that I can take care of later. In fact, what I can do is, I can, when it's all dry, I can wash it really good with some Dawn dishwashing liquid. And then I can paint the sides gold, silver. I can paint the sides anything I want. I mean, this is art. You make the decisions. So I really love this initially, but I hate the sides. So, like I said, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to let this dry and then I'll paint the sides a solid color. And I think that'll give it a different type of look. Not what I typically make, but a different type of look. Now, what I can do is, let's move this out of the way. I can look and see if there's anything here that I can use for pendants. I make a lot of blue and purple pendants, by the way, you guys. If you haven't, if you think about it, I do make a lot of blue and purple pendants, and, it is what it is. So I'm going to grab some Yupo out. I have some pre-cut like this that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm not a fan of this pre-cut stuff, so I will be buying another pad when I run out of the other one. I think I've got like 2 sheets left in it. I will be buying another pad because I don't think that I get the bang for my buck, and I feel like this particular Yupo, is a different type of Yupo. So, man, I'm just dropping stuff. I'm gonna flip that guy and let him pour out. And then, because it is all just leftover paint and I can play around, let's play around. Let's see. Okay. And I think I do want a little bit of this hooker green in here. The green and the gold look amazing together. Don't want to get too carried away. So I just squishy it until I start seeing it come out of the sides. And that lets me know that it's moved. And then I just give it a little wiggle. And then I just give it a pull. And look how beautiful that is. I love this gold and the green next to each other. I think it's amazing. Beautiful. And now let's see. So, this is how I do my squishies. As Anne-Marie Ritterhoff likes to call them. She likes to call them her squishies. This is my squishy. Added some red, have a lot of blue in there, which I love. And yeah. I have to show you guys this up close. This one's pretty cool. Let's see if I can make it focus. Okay, right there. You see these red cells with blue in them? That's a pendant. I'm going to do that. That's a pendant. I'm telling you, it's going to be beautiful. Now, let's see. What to do, what to do. So now I've covered this whole thing with paint, and I think I want a little contrast, and I think I'm gonna do like a squishy, like a legit squishy, where I take 2 pieces of Yupo and I will squish them together and see what comes out. And you see how I'm like nonchalantly just like with this white. So okay, lay it on top. Use a palette knife to pick it up. Squish them together. Peel them up, or don't slide. That's cool. I'm glad I added the contrast. And for this guy, I'm not digging this bottom piece, so I'm just going to let him run down. And actually make him a little more swirly. Well, stick your thumb in it. Whoop. see what happens when I do this. Now that is interesting. It's kind of like an ink blot, which you'd see at a shrink. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this green and red run through the middle. If I don't drop it. If I don't drop it. Okay. That I really like. I really like that one a lot. Okay. I'm going to set this guy aside. Alrighty guys, I am done playing in paint. That is a couple of different ways that you can use your leftovers to do stuff with. I mean, like, you can, the procedure is easy. You can make all kinds of stuff with leftover paint. You could add white to it. You could swipe it. You could do all kinds of stuff. Well, I hope you all had fun today, and I hope that you've taken something from this. Let me take you down, and let me take you over here to have a look at my ornaments, and I'll show you some of my things. Also, I want to give you guys an update on the folk art experiment. I have to let you know, I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to let you know that my my mix has not changed, but I have to let you guys know that folk art, even with, I don't know if it was the dimethicone, but it pulled from the canvas in this area on this glittery one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and mix up some Peruvian blue, get it back to my flow consistency, and then lightly brush on with a thing with no silicone in it. Brush on there. I have a bunch of yupos that I've painted in the past. This is the triangle pour, and I use the 100%, no, I use the treadmill lubricant, and you can see how shiny that is. That is all the oil rising to the surface of that painting. So I will be sure to have to clean that one. This is one of the yupos I just did. Gorgeous. This is the one I literally just did, the ink blot. This is the painting I just made, the swipe. Another yupo that I just did with green. All of that right there is going to be a pendant. I'm super excited. Alright, and now let's go down here. Second level. These are my pendants. Well, not pendants. These are my ornaments that I just painted. The angel wings for my mom. The star and the cross for me. And I'm going to try and get you guys in here. There's ornament number 1. Ornament number 2. Ornament number 3. Really love that one. Ornament number 4. That was the squishy one. Turned out really cool. Ornament number 5. another squishy ornament number 6. And then here is one more of my yupos that I just did. Love it. I think I'm gonna add some glitter to those, some of those yupos, but I'm gonna save some with no glitter. So, anyway, well, thank you all for stopping by. I have to let you know that I am going to be a few videos short this week. I made this announcement on Friday. I'm going to be a few videos short this week. I had to attend a class for work today. Also, it's Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving to you all. And I hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving week. Spend time with your loved ones and share some of your awesomeness. But I will be back next week, and I can't wait to show you guys what I've been up to. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I give thanks for everything. I give thanks for the ability to paint every week. I give thanks for the ability to afford this stuff. I give thanks for having a job. But most of all, I give thanks for my family and my boyfriend and my supporters and my YouTube family. So please, if you have something you want to give thanks for, please put it in the comment section below. And if you have something that you would like to ask me, please feel free to comment anytime. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you were all inspired. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, y'all. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed what you just watched, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up for a like, and hit the bell. That'll give you notifications when I post new videos. I really enjoyed painting today, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you will get inspired to do all types of things. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, y'all.